It's hard to be fully prepared for a completely new situation. I've talked to friends and discussed this idea of imposter syndrome. Often people in leadership or in roles are like, I'm not qualified. I don't know what to do. But if people figure that out, oh no. I have never coached football before in my life. Never. I've coached soccer. I've coached basketball. I've coached other things. Never coached football. But I told everyone that. I didn't live up to a false impression that I knew it all. There were parts of coaching that I was comfortable with. There were parts that I thought I would be more comfortable with than I actually was. But I also know that as this season progressed, my comfort level rose. I saw this in players too. I also saw players that uniquely were gifted. They process things faster. See, learning a new role comes in layers. It's just one added lesson upon another. But here's the key caveat. I did this often. I readily admitted to the players, I didn't know it all. I made mistakes. Because how could I ask them to acknowledge their mistakes if I didn't acknowledge mine? That's a learning lesson. Be secure enough to admit, I don't know. There's a player the other night who had a challenge. They had to learn that lesson, never quit, never lose. And one thing that I told this player is that we needed them. Now, later in the game, we were tough situation, and I'm deciding what play to call. Offensive coordinator said, hey, can you go run this play? And he goes, I'm like, do you not want to? He goes, no. See, there's some people that would get upset about that. It's like, well, here. No, I appreciate it. Now, my job as a coach is I'm going to keep coaching him, my son's class. That belief back into him. Yeah, you could have done it. But in that moment, I was grateful. See, it takes a lot of humility. It takes a lot of authenticity and vulnerability to say, I'm not your best option, but I know this. If leaders, we do that, and we do that in other roles, man, we accomplish so much more. Instead of thinking we can do it all, or blindly say, don't think I can do it, but I'll do it. You're hurting yourself and everyone around you. Just admit, now is not the right moment. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be. And that's a coach's thing to work on. But just be willing to learn in layers.